Hello, and welcome to another episode of New Gameplay. Today, I'm your host, Jeff Gord, joined today by Ben Reeves.
Hello, how's it going?
Good. And Ben Hansen.
Hello, how's it going?
I'm doing well. Thank you guys for both asking. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What are we looking at?
Oh, we're looking at a game called The Outer Worlds.
Tell me everything about
It's
it, please.
from Obsidian. You know those guys? They make the Pillars of Eternity series. They created a little game called Fallout New Vegas back in the day.
Oh, the Microsoft studio.
Yeah, exactly. The new Microsoft studio.
So this is a new Xbox One exclusive?
And they happen to be working with, of course, Private Division, company of Take-Two, to release this game. It's a RPG. Mm-hmm. As you can sense, you might see a little bit of Far Cry New Vegas elements in here already.
Far Cry New Vegas?
What did I say?
You said Far Cry New Vegas.
Why on earth would I say that?
That's a great question.
Fallout New Vegas, but yeah, it's I like to think of it as a mix between Fallout and Mass Effect even.
I'm going to add some BioShock.
Really?
Yeah. Hansen, do you have anything to contribute to our recipe?
No, I'm good. I'm going to add us shutting up for a bit.
Everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. They're unemployed. For Lord's sake, if anyone is receiving this, please send help. What? No.
Oh my gosh.
We are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad.
Did you get to play this, Reeves?
No, we didn't get to play it, but they did show us this demo actually. when I
Okay,
was
so this
down
is
there.
footage sent over from Obsidian and
Right.
Private Division. Okay.
Right.
Can we just say Take-Two or 2K? Do we have to say Private Division every time?
I don't know how these rules work.
Okay.
How do names work?
Whatever's left is either going to shoot us or eat us. You're saying
So there's a dumb option?
There's a dumb option to dialogue.
Tower, turned on the transmitter, held down the talk button, and sent half a message by accident? Oh, I'm judging all right.
Decisions.
So yeah, that's Ellie. That's one of your companions for the game.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have
This is the spot.
a bunch of different companions you can have in the game, and you'll be able to do companion missions with them. So as you get to know them better, they'll have specialty missions.
That increase their relationship with that person or their stats or a little of both?
Yeah, they were a little vague on exactly what it did, but it did say that they would change throughout the process of doing those missions.
Okay.
Reeves' number one question the internet is throbbing to know is, can you F them?
No. Yeah, I did ask that during my interview time, and I got laughed at. So I feel like I put up with it so I could bring you this important information. They did not. They talked about it, but they ultimately decided that romance quests are hard and involve a lot of work. Oh, I'll point out there.
Is that what they said? It's hard and it involves a lot of work and we don't want to do that? I suspect they did not.
They said it in a more nuanced way, but ultimately they felt like that wasn't the way to go for them.
Okay.
We passed by it briefly, but there's this really fat snake.
I saw that big throbbing snake.
Yeah, it was bred for the leather, so they bred snakes and they just made them fatter so they could have more leather.
Oh,
which I thought was kind of fun.
For you, not the snake.
Well, the snake gets to eat a lot.
What planet is this? Is this alternate universe? Is this far future? Where are we at here? What is this?
This is it's called the Halcyon system. It's actually a colony system out in the far reaches of space, so it's like an alternate future where Earth has colonized different planets.
Let's listen to Burke.
Come on, Burke.
Distress call from here? Shit. They told me that weren't allowed. Got me. I just do what I'm told, and I was told not to do such. Oh, before I forget, Auntie Cleo's makes the best pharmaceuticals in Halcyon. Better than nature. Not like that crap Spacer's Choice pedals.
So that NPC is using the dumb options for all of his dialogue choices?
Yeah, I mean, so as you can see by the dumb dialogue option, they're trying to add humor to a lot of this game, so you have dumb options, and there's goofy things that happen.
Let's be on with it. Oh, not actually one of them, are you? No, you're the one saved the board quite a headache over an Emerald Vale. Yes. Anton Crane, lead scientist here. I must apologize if my call diverted you. I may have panicked. Everything's under control now, though, truth be told.
Go right for it.
Yeah, we're not all as simple as the captain. What's actually going on here, Anton?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the nature of the work I'm doing here. Suffice it to say that its importance to me, to the colony, is immeasurable. My research may not quite fall within legal parameters, so I'm under orders to maintain wireless silence. However, having your head used as target practice can addle one's thinking. I cut the call immediately once I'd gathered my wits. The Home Office can't know what's happening here. I suppose it can't hurt. If I don't get that research back, my life is over regardless.
Some intimidation
We
option
were
there.
tasked with formulating a new and improved
Yeah.
dental gel.
There's an option because like there's a little person next to it that was like
Toothpaste.
you had a boost because one of your
One cannot
companions is good at
exaggerate the benefits
intimidating.
of good dental hygiene. May I continue?
Did you get a sense of how many companions there are?
They didn't say
Very well.
exactly how many, but
We'd formulated
It
the
looked
world's
like a
most
good-
effective appetite suppressant toothpaste.
I mean at least 6 or 7 was the
Okay.
impression I got.
Cool.
Hours ago,
But this is
a
kinda funny, too,
vicious
they're making diet
malcontents fell
toothpaste.
upon us. Shut up our
Okay.
labs and
Which seems
loosed our
silly.
research subjects, the raptidons. If those cretins get their hands on my research,
So they're going for like a kind of a pulpy,
Tell me not
jokey
to.
tone. Is that what's
Yeah.
going on?
Is that what's going on?
yes, but don't kill their mother if it's avoidable. We've need of her to replenish our stocks. I think there's gas in the lab somewhere that can be used to put them out. The research is in the safe in my office. You'll have need of my code and keycard.
The two guys behind this were actually behind the original Fallout
Okay.
games, the first two, and those had a similar kind of like dark, absurd humor to them. I don't know if you've ever played those.
Yeah, yeah.
But this is a good example. Antibiotics.
Yeah.
Dump on. There's actually, I don't know if
Wordplay.
we'll see it later, but you find a secret lab. It's labeled secret lab. So like humor like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it. This seems to be the perfect timing for this type of game. I feel like there's an audience for this game that is going to be ready to go here.
Oh yeah, I think you're right. Are you kind of alluding to Fallout 76?
I think Fallout 76 and also just hints of also Mass Effect Andromeda, like the 1-2
Sure.
point of disappointment from RPG studios, and it's like, hey, here's this option,
Right.
feel good option for you.
So this is interesting. What you just saw there was kind of the fear system. You can choose to take on fears, which are like if you get attacked by certain enemies a lot, it's like maybe you develop a fear of raptidons.
Okay.
And so you get a negative boost to your stats when you're like fighting them.
Kind of like a debuff.
The debuff is the word you might use, but then you also get like an extra perk that you can spend on your character. So
Oh, okay.
it's kind of like a risk reward system,
Yeah.
which is kind of neat, I think.
It's an interesting role-playing option too, as well. Like you kind of can direct like the characterization
Right.
a little bit more than you usually do.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's like, oh, hey, my character is like afraid of fire, for example.
Oh, okay.
Like you can like role play, like he has this crazy like backstory and he's afraid of fire.
He is a living being, basically.
My skin doesn't mesh well with fire. Hold me up tight.
So you just whipped out some kind of cyber scythe?
Yeah,
Very interesting.
We're out of all other weapon designs.
and melee attacks do a little bit more physical damage, and they also do sort of like a wide swath, so you can hit multiple people with them if you're good. And then ranged attacks are obviously ranged and a little bit safer.
Yeah.
You might have seen the slowdown happening at one point.
Yeah.
They call it like time dilation.
Okay.
And that's kind of like one of your main powers is you can slow down time at any point, and it moves slow. Like you have that meter, which is the purple one,
Yeah.
which drains more slowly if you're just standing there. But then when you move or attack, it drains quickly. So you can
Okay.
kind of like pause things and like kind of make some choices and figure things out. And then when you actually make an action, that's when it drains quickly. But then you also, I think, get a boost to your attack while time is slowed. So there's value in using it. It's not quite VATS, but it's similar.
Okay. Did you ask them about VATS?
Well, I mean, VATS is a Fallout thing, so they can't use it, obviously.
Right.
Over here.
But this was kind of like their idea. We did ask about like the special system, and they're not going to call it special, obviously,
Right.
but they do have their own kind of stats
Acronym.
level up thing, and they're kind of figuring out if they want to have an acronym associated to it.
Sorry to
But they did not show us the leveling up system, but they
Right.
did say there's a lot of different perks.
Okay.
Do you get a sense of how far along this game is?
Well, they said they released it next year, 2019. They've been working on it for over 2 years now.
Jesus. It's so cool to see Obsidian doing this type of game. It's been since what, Alpha Protocol in 2010? It's been a while.
Yeah, I've often been kind of wondering, like, what have they been up to for so long? 'Cause other than Pillars, obviously.
Right, and Tyranny, yeah.
Right, which is like, okay, it's cool that they're making those games, but do they still want to do,
There are 2 ways.
bigger production, kind of 3D stuff, which apparently they do.
Yeah. And also, I think it probably gives more of a hint of what maybe Microsoft was interested in. For
Right.
like, hey, if I want to buy these guys after all, they can still make this type of game.
Yeah. Yeah, I forget too, like, Fallout New Vegas was really good for the time, and I would say still holds up. It's a fun game.
Do they talk about why everyone on this planet seems to have a scar on their face?
Well, it's a post-apocalyptic future. I don't know.
The snakes are big. I don't know if you saw
All
that.
right.
I am, to my chagrin, not going anywhere.
See ya.
You have a pretty good creation system, player creation, but you're a silent protagonist, and it's all in first person. So it's like you won't see yourself that often,
Right.
probably. But for what it's worth, you can create your own character.
Reeves, this looks very good.
I think it looks really cool. I'm excited about it. I didn't know what to expect when I went to the studio, but I had a good time watching them play it, and I wanted to play it.
Alert status.
I also do like the humor.
Yeah.
It is a little slapstick and silly, but it's fun. They did talk. You've probably seen like there's like they have the idea of 4 different ways to approach any combat. Mm-hmm. You can either go all in with guns or melee, or kind of 2 options. But then you can often use stealth and the ability to talk yourself out of situations. So these guys might fight you at one point.
Okay.
But you can talk your way out of it.
With the outlaw leader. I'm trying real hard to figure what your angle is. With your rep, I figured you'd be helping us. You got 1 minute, starting now. Are they now? You'll pardon if I say this smacks of ambush. Why the sudden change of heart? I suppose it does at that. All right, we'll head on out and see what they got to say for themselves. Here, my key card. It'll get you access to the whole place. Full stakes, people. We're heading back to
Don't mind if I
town.
do. But then, in addition to being able to talk your way out of situations, you have your companions, and they give you a lot of buffs depending on who you pick. So you can choose to be like a leader type and put all your buffs into leading and get all your buffs through them.
Right
So that's kind of fun too.
Did you write about this game on the site, Reeves?
Yeah. Yep. There's a big long thing on the website right now you can read about, and
Very nice.
hopefully we'll do more on it later because I'm
Coming out
excited.
next year on.
It's coming out on PS4, Xbox One, and PC
Excellent.
sometime in 2019.
All right. Well, I will be alive then. Thanks so much for everything, guys, and thanks for watching.
Oh, thank you, Court.
Bye.
Bye.